Rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal, most vicious, and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from their cloth. There's no one that can match me.
No affiliation, why they faking? This ain't for debating. We the real, they really imitation. I be contemplating why this ain't no like heavy rotation on radio stations. I just pray the Lord give me patience, cause I'm running through these rappers like my name Walter Payton. Shitting on these rappers, 9 to 5 is my occupation. Raw, you come in with your best troops, you best bring more. Already told you I got the juice like Orenthal. Already know what I'm about to do, bet your men fall. Everyone know that we got the truth, all your men falls. So boss, overtaking our enemies. Moves calculated and orchestrated like symphonies. Smooth operated when bringing haters to misery. Top 5 list ain't shit unless you mention me. Yeah, that's why we don't associate. Fuck niggas make them more fuck niggas. Why they procreate, why they overhate, cause they time is short and a moment late. Let it culminate to they heart erase and it palpitate. Cowards perpetrate like they little group is respectable. Talking intellectual, all of you homosexuals, faggots.
There's no one like me. I'm from their cloth. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat your children.
I don't want to congregate. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to fellowship. I ain't trying to build with you. Ain't the UPK, ain't the truth. Keep it real with you. Defenders of the faith, I got no problem bumping heads with you. All that bullshit, you can take it over there with you. Rather be a houseboy. Rather run with them field niggas. Show them to put in work. Move mountain, crush hills, nigga. Take a dead soul. Breathe life and make it live, nigga. No affiliation, so it's no one to compare with us. Took the Lord's laws and just added it with fear, nigga. Aim for the body, cause you know that killer hit quicker. With these bars, I'm on my grizzly, so bear witness. You spit cold, I spit flu. Don't compare sickness. You floss diamond, I floss fringes. Don't compare dentists. You PK, we men the wall shit. We ain't Christian. Harm one of us, get pistol whipped like the gun got a belt with it. I'm bred different. The competition just a mill. I'm fed different. I stood front line on them fields. I bled different. I'd rather be a corpse than a cow when I'm led different. Shit, I'm led different. Come through like a juggernaut, so don't get in the way. And we take everything serious. We don't play. I wonder now what they gon' say. Shit, we make profits out of shooters like the NBA. You get slayed for switching sides, nigga. We ain't on the same page. Immaculate conception. Wow. These niggas bitch made. I'm sticking with the foundation where my bricks laid. You switch sides, I'd rather switch K's. You was never with us, nigga. Just know we on mission, nigga. Right hand hold the scriptures, nigga. Left hip hold the pistol, nigga. How you want it? You can get it spiritual or physics, nigga. Wrong ones to come against, so bring an army with you. No affiliation. When you see us, make the difference with us. No affiliation. When you see us, know we different, nigga. No affiliation, so no, you can't kick it with us. The wrong ones to come against, bring an army with you.
Perfect, 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 perfect.
There's nothing I can say to make you believe. Yeah. Man, ain't nothing I can say. There's nothing I can say to make you believe. To make you believe. What if I told you that I was the son of God? Would that be easy to believe, or would you make it hard? And I finally learned the difference between wise and smart. When I say we bless people, they say times is hard. And all I can tell them is they ain't never lied. Reincarnated, I'm back like I ain't never died. And I won't say it if it can't be verified. Niggas say they soldiers, when war starts, they terrified. I'm about to let it ride, bringing back the pride of black skin, cause they ain't got a clue what's happening. And we still being punished from back then. How we gon' make a change when we too busy adapting? Buckle your seatbelts, make sure you strapped in. They showed us the trap, so now my people trapped in. Cause everything we wanted to be, they can say. There's nothing I can say to make you believe. To make you believe.
But I'ma say it anyway though.
Keep hearing footsteps in the dark, and my dogs gon' bite while the rest of y'all barking. Moving at the speed of light while y'all parking. In that water with sharks, I ain't scared, I'm a dolphin. It ain't no talking, boy, we all action. Trying to build a nation, but them hoes is distracting. With that twerking on the pole in the back bins. Put on some clothes, set some goals, we can rap then. And we ain't never been the same since the crack came. Selling poison just to give it to the Jack name. They promote the lifestyle through the rap game. Flood the hood with it, then tell you it's a black thing. They really need God, but they call idols. How these jits 14 with assault rifles? They waiting for better days. Now can I paraphrase? Niggas will kill their own brother for a pair of J's. And it ain't nothing I can say. It's nothing I can say to make you believe. To make you believe. I'ma say it anyway.
Because I'm willing to fight against drug dealers if they Muslim, if they Christian, if they atheist, if they Buddhist, if they shooting black men. Guess what? I'm gonna say something about it. Because you know why? Just like you ain't gonna, like your boy said, it ain't gonna happen. Guess what? I'm not letting nobody sell you drugs without me saying that. I'm not gonna do it.
Shalom, Israel. Got the Isupkbmore star of One West, all in New York, and the Commander General Yohana, here to bring y'all the truth. You understand? I'm Officer Alizar, Officer 1000 Alizar, sitting here holding it down for the day for the scriptural breakdown class. We got any questions? Call in. You know what I mean? Any questions? Just type them in. We're gonna try to get to them a little winner. We got the top of the day. We're going to break out how the Most High hates the American culture. And every time that we try to break into it and we try to be a part of it, we're going to be destroyed because we're going against the Most High. Any culture that's not ours is going against the Most High. And you will be destroyed. You understand? Like your lust for wanting to be a part of this whore, you're going to be destroyed by. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we keep wanting to be accepted by him so much. We want to be accepted by the white man so much that we wind up, they kill us in the streets and we hold hands with them and protest. You understand? We protesting with them about them. You understand? Like, and there's only death. It's only gonna bring us death, more death. We've been protesting with them forever. You understand? Every time we get a group of people that we feel might save us or might do us right, whole time we find out that they've been funded by the oppressor. You understand? So there's nothing gonna come good about that. You understand? But we gotta realize and understand that we're gonna die with them. So if you want to die, you know what I mean? If you can't be over top of them, then you're just gonna die with them. Just die with them. You understand? And one of the worst things that's keeping us down as like strong black men, especially our strong black men, is homosexuality. Being a homo and trying to be strong, it just don't go together. You understand? You got some aggressive homosexuals. You know what I mean? Like, most homosexuals are just mainly like, it's a strong lust that'll keep you destroyed. That's why the biggest places that you'll find homosexuality at is in the jails. You understand? Like, most dudes that go into jail, they don't want to get raped. They don't want to be homosexuals. But it happens. you know what I mean, out of that fear, you know what I mean, that if you don't give it to them, you understand, that it's no telling what's gonna happen to you. You understand? Like, you got dudes that'll rape you just to rape you. And they'll say, like, I'm not a homo, I'm just doing this just because I can, just so I can take advantage of you. You understand? Like, what you gotta understand is that culture comes from the white man. Like, when we were brought over here on ships, the strongest brother was raped in front of every man, like everybody, in front of his kids, in front of his wives, in front of his brother. Like, you were raped in front of, like, and that was their way of taking our power from us. So you don't know how much you destroy yourself by you giving into, you doing to yourself or allowing being done to yourself or doing to another man what the white man has done to you. And you can look this up. This is history. This is facts. You can look up. They call it buckbuster. You understand? Like, you can look that up and see what was done to us as a people. You know what I mean? To take away our strength, so that we wouldn't want to go the distance and get up out there. We wouldn't want to try our hardest. You understand? Because we don't want the same thing to happen to us. So we just give in. We just, you know what I mean? I don't want it. I don't want that to happen to me. So I'll go ahead and take this. Do whatever you want. But you know what I mean? Even though the slave ship's over.
Some people are attracted to men, some people are attracted to women, and some are attracted to both. So why do we differ?
You know what I mean?
An international group of scientists tried to answer this question by looking at the role of genetics in shaping sexual behavior. They combined several large studies, which included around 500,000 individuals and millions of genetic markers. Participants in the study answered questions like, have you ever had sex with someone of the same sex? Or, to whom are you sexually attracted? The responses were then connected with genetic markers via a method called a genome-wide association study, or GWAS. They found that about a third of the differences between people in their sexual behavior could be explained by inherited genetic factors. But the environment also plays a large role in shaping these differences. Did the researchers find a specific gay gene? Not at all. On the contrary, there is no single gay gene that is linked to same-sex behavior. Instead, like with all human behaviors, there are many genetic effects across the human genome, each having a small contribution. Among the millions of genetic markers, the researchers were able to identify, for the first time, 5 genetic markers that they could link with high confidence to sexual behavior. However, since there are so many genetic markers, each with small effects, it is impossible to predict.
I didn't know the video. It's a lot.
It's a short video. Do you want to just do the article?
Just do the article. Yeah, I didn't even watch the video.
Yeah. You want me to read the article? You want me to put it on the screen?
You put it on the screen, boy.
All right. There is no gay gene. Major study concludes.
You understand? This is major studies done by like the good people at Harvard. You understand? Like, this is a study that shows that there's no gay gene. This is for all you people that say there's a gay gene, that people are born gay. You understand? Which makes absolutely no sense, because like, how can you just be born gay? You know what I mean? Like, you have to be trained into that. You understand? Go ahead.
There's no such thing as a single gay gene that drives a person's sexual behavior, concludes the largest genetic study ever conducted on the issue. Instead, a person's attraction to those of the same sex is shaped by a complex mix of genetic and environmental influences.
Like, so you can, like, you know what that means. We already know what that is. That's your environment. That's, you know what I mean? Like, that's whatever's going on around you that look fun. If you want to be somebody that's different, you want to think outside the box. You understand? You want to think different. That's what you're going to get. If you don't have proper training, like if you don't have a, you know what I mean, a man in your house, because that man is very influential, and he's very, like, he's the building, like he's that rock. It's like he's gonna make sure his baby girl don't be a whore, and he's gonna make sure his son don't be a homo. So he's gonna make sure that things are done. He's gonna keep that in order. Like your mother gonna be like, I'm gonna love my baby regardless. You understand? It don't matter to me what you are. You just be my whatever. You understand? That's why we need a man in the house, man. You can't we can't set our children up for failure, man. What is that?
Similar to what's seen in most other human traits, researchers report, this is a natural and normal part of variation in our species, said researcher Ben Now, director of genetics with the Stanley Center of Psychiatric Research at the Bohr Institute of MIT and Harvard. That should also support the position that we shouldn't try and develop gay cures. That's not in anyone's interest.
You understand? So they out here, so they saying like, don't try to make a cure to cure gay people, because they saying that, you know what I mean, it's not genetically, it's something that's learned. You understand? Like they proving it to us right here. Like it's something that's learned. So you know what I mean? You can't really get a cure for it. You just gotta get your mind right. You understand? Like you gotta and this is from studies from a bunch of different psychiatrists. And like America is the gayest place in the world. Like they love supporting homosexuality. Like the Romans were gay. Like everything that we think is, you know what I mean, is something regular, is super homo. You understand? Like when you, like, you know what I mean, just to look up the word, you know what I mean, gym, like this one always blows my mind. I brought it up before. The word gym, it comes from, you know what I mean, the word gymnasium. In Greek, it just means, you know what I mean, what is it, naked men. What is that? Let me look that up real quick. Hold on, so I can give you exactly what it is.
So what you're saying is so heavy, man. 'Cause I remember when we was young, we used to play football. We'd be out in the streets and stuff like that, like being rough, you know. It was one young dude, and we was like, "Shorty gonna be gay." You see what I'm saying? Like we all knew he was just too feminine, you know. And it came out that his mother, she had his whole bedroom decked out with Dora. You feel me? Like, so she treated him, she raised him like
Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, one of the little
Right.
She had the blanket, the room, the wall and all that. So she raised him like she was raising the daughter. So he was just feminine, you know. He ain't never dealt with none of the dudes. He always messed with always with the little girls, you know. Right. So like you're saying, like it's something that's taught. His mother wanted the daughter, and she got a son, and she was hell bent on making him a whore.
Right. And without a man, he couldn't even get, like, just reprogrammed to a man. You know what I mean? Because of course, we young, what kids gonna do? What little boys gonna do? Ain't gonna do nothing but pump them. You know what I mean? Like a father would get them right. Yeah, man, at least get out here and do this with me. You know what I mean? Play some ball with me. You say he gonna reprogram. One of the and what's so heavy about it is because even as, like, a lot of times it doesn't have to be molestation that causes homosexuality. And that's what people always like to ride on, like, yo, you ain't get molested. Ain't nobody been, like, it don't have to be that. It could just be the like the absence of that opposite sex parent. You know what I mean? Like if it's a father that's not there, then that boy is going to go out and he's going to be searching for that masculine energy. You know what I mean? So he's going to go out and he's going to go out incorrectly looking for that masculine energy. You know what I'm saying? And girls, they hate, like they wind up hating their mothers. It be so much, they be going back at each other. You understand? Go hold it, like, let me go ahead.
Like, sir, if I may, I have the gymnasium.
Do I?
Gymnasium. This is from Britannica.com. The history of the gymnasium dates back to ancient Greece, where the literal meaning of the Greek word gymnasion was school for naked exercise.
School for naked exercise. You know, it got more on that, but it was only to tell about who can only enter.
Let's see the gymnasium. The gymnasiums were of great significance to the ancient Greeks, and every important city had at least one. Usually built by the state, these grew from mere gathering places where exercise was performed to imposing structures with dressing rooms, baths, training quarters, and special areas for contest.
Nah, that's not good. It's another definitely to go deeper that tells you who can go in, where only the men can be there. You understand? Only the men can be there naturally. You understand? Go ahead, so you got want to finish that up?
Okay. The international study focused on the genetic profiles of nearly 480,000 people from the United States and the United Kingdom, a group of approximately 100 times larger than any previous study of the link between genetics and same-sex attraction, said lead researcher Andrea Ghana, a research fellow with the Massachusetts General Hospital Analytical and Transitional Genetic Unit. The research team discovered 5 specific genetic variants that were specifically associated with same-sex behavior, but when combined with variants explain less than 1% of any person's attraction to their own gender, Ghana said. Overall, genetics account for between 8% and 25% of a person's same-sex attraction, taking into account the thousands of genetic traits ultimately involved in shaping a person's sexual desires, Neal said. It's effectively impossible to predict an individual's sexual behavior from their genome, Niall said. Genetics is less than half of this story for sexual behavior, but it's still a very important contributing factor. These findings reinforce the importance of diversity as a key aspect of sexual behavior.
You understand? So this is pretty much, and we can talk right there. So this is pretty much like, it's letting you know like that there's a lot of different reasons why a person can become sexually attracted to the same sex. And the reason is, like, for the most part, it's confusion. Like, when you get into it, like, it's an act of confusion, an act of lust. You understand? Like, there's studies out there, that's one I wanted to get, but there's studies that show, there was a black doctor that did a study on homosexual, like, just molestation in children and homosexuality, and how when you're molested, you know what I mean, a lot of times like that causes, you know what I mean, homosexuality. And the thing is, like, people, what we need to understand is when we become, when our people are homosexuals, you're doing nothing but, like, you're condoning pedophilic actions. Like, you're condoning it. You're making it acceptable. Like, you're giving life to that. You know what I'm saying? That's the way anything else wants to breed and wants to give life. You understand? A homosexual wants to give life. They want to give life. They want to breed more and more. So that, you know what I mean, molestation happens. You understand? They want to turn a straight person, you know, they want to see somebody that's hurt and down, and you know what I mean, they gone, something's going on, they gonna make them homosexual. Like that's their goal. They want to change it. You understand? You know what I mean? But I want to dig into the scriptures and let you know how the Most High feels about it. You understand? Like know that if you going against this, you want to be a part of the culture that breeds homosexuality, that the Most High is going to kill you. Like the Most High is going to destroy you. You understand? If I could, let me get Leviticus 20 and 13. Like you will be destroyed by the Most High. Like the Most High doesn't condone it. Like whenever you get into it, the thing is, homosexuals don't want to hear it. Like people are still, I just had a debate, you know what I mean, with some people about this. You understand? And they, you know, man, they saying how we think. So we think like Neanderthals, or we just think like just craziness. You know what I mean? Like we like, you know what I mean. If it wasn't so many people that thought like that, you know what I'm saying? And it's for the most part, it's women. You know, of course, there had to be women that was debating it. They want to fight for homos because that's their best friend. You know what I'm saying? They always got a best friend homosexual. You understand? But the Most High is going to let you know how he feels about this. You understand? Like he's going to let you know where he stands with it. Like he doesn't condone it. Go ahead, you got that from me?
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind.
If a man also lies with mankind. If you lie with mankind, if a man lies with man, like there's no way around that. Like you can get that. Like I don't care how smart the women think they are, you understand? And it'd be beautiful if they watching, call in, you understand? Like call in and let us know what else could that mean, because people love to say y'all always making y'all changing it to what you want it to sound like, to what you want it to be. Like yo, no, we're giving it to you what it is. You understand? Like that's what it is. Go ahead, you got something else?
No, I would say it's everybody got their own interpretation.
Right. Right.
How can you get past that?
Right, yeah, exactly. Like how can you get past that? Like that, I just want to know that. If somebody can hit me up and let me know that. You can't, how can you get past that? You understand? Go ahead.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination.
Both of them. The pitcher and the catcher. Both of y'all committed abomination. You understand? Like, you know, like don't be, well, he tricked me into this. I didn't want to do it. You understand? You know, I'm vulnerable. None of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you decide to give into it, then you're a homo too. You understand? Like, you know what? And this right here, matter of fact, I'm gonna finish this off, and I'm gonna. So like I said, I sent you one. This was when I sent you about 20 of them, but it's a story. It's about a dude. Oh, you deleted them. I'm gonna send it to you again though, because this is perfect. It's perfect for this preset. Hold on 1 second. Let me go ahead. Let's finish that off.
They shall surely be put to death.
They shall surely be put to death. You understand? This is what your lust's gonna get you. You shall surely be put to death. Not saying that, you know what I mean, it's a chance, you rolling the dice, you gambling. What it say that?
They shall surely be put to death.
They shall surely be put to death. You won't die. Like you shall surely be put to death. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
Their blood shall be upon them.
Their blood shall be upon them. You understand? Their blood shall be upon them. You understand? Like who get the highest rate in HIV? You know what I mean? Like homosexuals get the highest rate in HIV so much that everybody just looked at it as a gay disease. Like if you got HIV, it's like, dang, I didn't know you was gay all this time. Dang, you understand? Like that's how much the homosexuals get it. And the crazy thing is that like the heathens, like the white man don't get it. like they don't have no high rate of homosexuality. You understand? Like when the movie Philadelphia came out with Tom Hanks, I was like, damn. You understand? Like looking at it, you like, damn, they get it too. You understand? Like you gotta look at, cause that's how much of a small rate of HIV that they get. We know that they homosexuals. We know that they warriors were homosexuals. They armies were homosexual armies. You know what I'm saying? Like they preferred homosexuals. You know what I mean? Like they felt like that would make them fight harder. That would make them go harder. You understand? Like in the Roman wars, they felt like, all right, it'll be a better chance of us winning if a dude got his lover fighting next to him, because he's gonna fight harder because he wanna go home later on. You understand? They want to go home together. You understand? Like, so he gonna fight hard. They gonna fight harder next to each other, side by side. You understand? Let me get dang. All right. 1 second. Let me I want to send that to you real quick. This right here, like this. It's a mind blower right here. This is. You look at this joint. I'm gonna send it to you in Damn, I did send you a lot. Locky, so I'm still scrolling. Oh, here we go, right here. All right.
What is it again? Let me look at my deleted photos. What is it?
I'm sending it to you. I'm about to send it to you now. It's from the article is actually from
what is it called? Give me the title.
Dang, what is it? It ain't showing a title because it's from Instagram. So I don't see a title for it right here. I just sent it to you. I just sent it to the email. Alright, let me get another scripture for you real quick. Alright, let me get let's skip down to 23. We won't stay in the videos. Because like, you know what I mean, like I said, this is the culture of our oppressor. You understand? Like we wanna do everything that they do that's illegal. And when I say illegal, against the Most High, not illegal in the, you know what I mean, the white man's, his definition of it. This is illegal in the Most High's eyes. You understand? Go ahead.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 23. And ye shall not walk in the manners of the nation.
You shall not walk in the manners of these people, man. Like, don't do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'll put you here as a punishment, but don't be like these people, man. You understand? Go ahead.
Which I cast out before you.
Mm-hmm.
For they committed all these things, and therefore I abhorred them.
You understand? Like, they committed all these things, man. Like, they commit all these things. Like, everything that the Most High tells us not to do, you understand? Like, all, you know what I mean? Everything that's against the... It's like... everything. You got it?
I get it.
Alright, come on, let's jump into it real quick.
It's not a video, it's an article.
It's an article? Alright.
Maryland man arrested after dressing as woman to have sex with a man at a park.
Now this is the thing. Like, how the hell? Like, why are you having sex at a park? Like, we see the picture. All right, you can see the picture. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how? Like, this dude looked like, I don't know what the hell he looked like. you're a masculine looking big dude with you got a bed, like, you know what I mean? You got the 5 o'clock shadow going on. Like, you know what I mean? How can you get got? You understand? Go ahead,
Brooks was arrested on Wednesday, May 13th, 2020, and charged with a 4th-degree sex offense and committing a perverted practice. Court documents say in the winter of 2019, Brooks engaged in sexual conduct with an adult male victim without the victim's consent and committed an unnatural and perverted sexual practice with the victim.
Now you see that? Now they just said in this article that this man committed an unnatural act. But homosexual, like being a homosexual in America is acceptable. You can go down to the church of, you know what I mean, Jesus Christ, Latter-day Saints or whatever, and get married. You understand? But right here they saying in this article that he committed an unnatural act. You understand? It's unnatural. Like they know it's unnatural. You understand? But you get the rights to be able to lay with a man. You understand? Legally. Go ahead, sir.
Brooks is currently a registered sex offender, and his previous crimes involve very similar circumstances wherein Brooks used his position as a hairdresser to make contact with his victims.
And he a hairdresser. This is a big dude. Y'all can see the picture right now. You look. This is a big dude. You know what I'm saying? He a hairdresser. That's strike one right there. Like, who hair is he doing? Like, what do you let him? Why would you want a man to do your hair in the first place? You understand? And especially a big dude like this. You understand? Yeah, man. Go ahead, sir.
On December 18th, 2019, Deputy W. Foreniff of the St. Mary's County Sheriff's Office made contact with an adult male who said he believed he had been sexually assaulted by Sean Brooks. The victim advised in late September of October he got his hair done at the Executive Salon of Great Mills Road by Brooks. The victim said Brooks offered to introduce him to some of his girlfriends.
Even right there. You a big dude. Why are you talking about my girlfriends? Like what man even talk like that to say my girlfriends? If anything, you're like, yo, I got some chicks, yo. Yeah, man, yo, they be on me. I got them. Yo, say my girl, he got some girlfriends. They come like that. That's why when you read further, you got to get the idea that maybe just the dude that got. Like, I'm thinking that for his sake, that maybe he's slow a little bit. You understand? Like maybe like there's some mental issues, and maybe he don't know no better to get got. But wait, there's a whole lot more. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sir.
The victim said Brooks offered to introduce him to some of his girlfriends that would be interested in meeting him. And a few days later, Brooks contacted him and advised one of his girlfriends wanted to meet him and wanted to give him oral sex. The victim agreed and picked up Brooks from the salon. And Brooks instructed him to drive to Lancaster Park on Willows Road in Lexington. Once at the park, Brooks told the victim to sit on a bench and said he would go get his girlfriend.
That's strike two right there. Why are you meeting at a park? You understand? Like, why are you meeting at a park? You're like, if anything, like, that's something you do with somebody that you know. You know what I mean? I think that was me and you the one talking about that, right? Like, that's something you do with like somebody at least that you already dealing with. Like, you don't meet a blind date and you don't get told by the dude, hey, meet at the bar. First off, I'm gonna think you about to set me up to get, you know what I mean, get robbed or something. You gonna tell me to meet you at the park? And then, you know what I mean? Like, then it's, yeah, I got one that wanna meet you just to get oral sex. Like, yo, really? Come on, you got something up?
Like, just sit there and think about it. Like, I ain't never had a homeboy like, yo, meet me at the park. You see what I'm saying? Like, because, you know, that you can decide, like, we got a park for you, feel me? Like,
right, exactly.
That's unnatural.
Exactly.
Unless we got, like, the UPK cookout, we know we going to a park or something like that, you feel me? Like, nigga, what we going to a park for? You know, why even ask me something like that, you know? Slucky, so you go.
That's it, meet him at the park, though. Go ahead, son. Slucky.
The victim agreed and picked up Brooks from the. Once at the park, Brooks told the victim to sit on the bench and said he would go get his girlfriend. The victim said he watched Brooks go into the wood line with a backpack, and a few minutes later, what he believed to be a female emerged from the wood line and sat next to him. The victim.
Come on now. Like, yo, why, like, you gonna let him go into the woods? You wanna turn like Superman, super homo or something. Like, you go and do the disappearing act and you come out, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, why? Like, you don't ask none of them questions. That's why I'm saying, like, it gotta be some mental issues that he had for him to just allow this man, this big man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what he went in there? What do you mean? His shoulders smaller or something? Like, this is a big dude right here. You can tell by the head. Like, this is a big dude. Like, what did you do to make yourself believe? Like, how can you make somebody believe that you a woman? Like, and he got the hair all on his face. Like, what they took the mug shot, you know what I mean? A month later or something when the hair started coming back. Like, he got all this hair on his face. Like, that's why I'm feeling like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he one of them dudes that'd be like, well, you know what I mean? He'd speak to, you know what I mean? He'd be talking to Christ like, but Christ, you know what I mean? It wasn't my fault. You know what I mean? He tricked me. Christ, who you think you talking to, yo? I ain't the dumbest. I ain't the dumb one here, right? You know what I mean? Like, you really think I'm gonna believe that you didn't know that? Understand that both of y'all about to get done with. Like, both of y'all about to get dealt with. You got some issues. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Go ahead, sir. I'm gonna let you get through it though, sir. I ain't gonna stop you, but you don't let that.
The victim told police that because of how dark it was, he was unable to completely see the person's face. The victim said as the person touched him with their hand, he felt as though this person's hand was pretty big for him. And that he became suspicious that the female may be Brooks, dressed as a female. The victim told police the person began giving him oral sex, and as the person was giving him oral sex, he observed what he believed to be an outline of a beard. At which time he began to think the person was not a female and in fact could be Brooks. The victim said he became scared and faked an orgasm. The victim said the person walked away back into the wood line.
Is it? Yeah.
Let's move on from this. Go ahead.
You done? This is the thing. All right. Now, what's the crazy part about this? You understand? Like, and this is where, like I said, I'm trying to get a brother the benefit of the doubt and say he got some mental issues. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Like, because like. How you thinking it's a man? Like, what are you scared? But this is the crazy thing. This is where I kind of lose empathy for him, because I don't know if it's later on. When you go later on, the Murder Inc. they get to talking about it. He hooked up with him again. He hooked up with this brother again. Went to a house this time. And then he see go. He's the same dude. He say, you know what I mean? Same story. Got another female for him. He go to a house, but he see him going to the room, and then he feel like, all right, this gotta be him. Like how much evidence do you need? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's a saying that that Italians got. they say, you know what I mean? Like they say half a fag. Like, you know, like right there. Like, yo, at this point, that's where you at. Like you notice a man. You been knew that it was a man. This man cut that he do your hair. You know what them hands look like. They doing your head. Whatever he doing to it. He see them hands. You see the same big hands that touch your head. You know what I mean? It's touching, like, any giving you oral sex. Like, come on, man. Like, this is how this disgusting and this is American culture. And then, I mean, I'm gonna get some more of these scriptures, but it's something else I was watching on Netflix that gives a real clear picture of American culture. Let me get Leviticus. Let me get 18. Leviticus 18 and 22. Because we're gonna show this. You know, man, and then I need a definition. I need a definition for abomination. If anybody got the Bible dictionary. Now I want the scripture first, then we can get the definition.
Leviticus chapter 18, verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination.
It is an abomination, man. It is an abomination. Like for you to lie with mankind the way that you do with womankind. It's an abomination. That's where the Most High at with it. Like, you know what I mean? It's an abomination. That's how he feels about it. Now, whoever don't know what an abomination is, you understand? We got the definition?
I'm going to get to that.
Okay. Like, we need to know exactly how the Most High feels about this. Like, there's things that he looks at, it's like, you know what I mean? I don't like this. But there's also things that you look at as an abomination. And this right here, lying with another man, as you do with women, you understand, is an abomination. You got that?
Abomination, definition. Something regarded with disgust or hatred.
Man, with disgust. You know that way you feel, man, when you see a dude with the low ass shorts on. You see him walking up, you know what I mean? You see him standing on the bus stop, and you see the dude, and you like, yo, that look disgusting. And you get that, you don't even say nothing, but your face frowned up. You just frowned up and disgusted, man. Like, you know what I mean? That right there, that is an abomination, man. That is what the Most High looks at. He's disgusted by it. Like, he's disgusted by you and your lust. He's disgusted by you feeling like by you having a choice of who you want to be with. Everything in the world that they say like that we have a choice on. We have a choice on abortions. You have a choice on who you want to be in love with. Everything that they push so strongly that we got a choice on. The Most High looks at that as like he's disgusted by that, man. Like he's disgusted, and you should be disgusted too, man. Like he's disgusted by that. Like, and that's where we look at it at. And you ain't doing nothing but killing yourself, man. Like you're killing yourself. You're not doing no good for your community. Like, you know what I mean? Like we need to be that one body. What good can you do to us as a homosexual? You understand? Let me get 24. Right? Like what can you really do for us? Like you killing yourself because you know what I mean. Like you gonna catch AIDS. You understand? You might be like, I ain't got AIDS yet. I'm good. You understand? Like just like everybody, just like you know what I mean, somebody that drink real heavy and drive. You know what I'm saying? They like, yo, I didn't die yet. I'm alright. You know what I mean? Like I'm good. Or anybody that do anything that goes against God and they don't die when they don't have that what they say, the kids, well, instant gratification. Look, I ain't dead yet, so I'm good. I'm gonna keep on doing it. You understand? That's the, you know what I mean? That's what's killing us, because you're not seeing it happening right before your face. You understand? Go ahead.
Leviticus chapter 18, verse 24. Defile not ye yourselves in any of these things, for in all these the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you.
You understand? All these things the nation are defiled that the Most High put before us, man. Like all these things, like you defile, like don't defile yourself. You defiling yourself when you know what I mean. When we decide to go against, when we decide to break these laws, and you know what I mean, and we decide that we want to do what we want to follow our lust. You understand? Like, and the thing is, like everything that we shouldn't do, America is for it, and there's a reason for that. Let me get Judges chapter 3 verse 12. There's a reason for that. There's a reason why it's like they're for everything that the Most High is against. And here we go, you know what I mean? We jump in line, you understand? Like we can't wait to show the world that we can do what we want to do. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Like the women want to show that they are women, and they, you know what I mean, they have a voice and all that. You know what I mean? And the more that women do in the world, the more it shows that they shouldn't have a voice. Period. You understand? Like, because they don't, like, what are they doing with it? They're doing nothing but, it's destruction that's coming from their lips.
Sure.
You understand? And they're killing us. Like, they're destroying our babies. If a woman if it was left up only to a woman, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be like, like what, 14 black people left in the world? Like they killing them every chance they get. You understand? But go ahead, you got that?
Judges chapter 3, verse 12. And the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of the Lord.
So we did evil again in the sight of the Lord. It's like we're doing now. We did evil in the sight of the Lord. So you just gonna find out what's happening. Go ahead.
And the Lord strengthened Eglon, the king of Moab, against Israel.
And he gave strength to, like, this is like, you know what I mean, a king that was pretty much that he was going against us, of course. Like, you know what I mean, just like every slave we ever under, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like he was going, like he gave them, you know what I mean? Go ahead, I'm about to go ahead here. It's loud.
Because they had done evil in the sight of the Lord.
So you know what I mean? He gave them strength because we did evil in the sight of the Lord. You understand? Like he did evil. Like, I mean, we did evil. So the Most High gave them strength. Just like the Most High is giving our oppressor strength. He's giving them strength to, you know what I mean, to keep murdering more black men. You understand? And what we do, we gonna get more hashtags. You understand? Like everybody's making out, you know what I'm saying, from the death of, you know what I mean, our brothers, you know what I mean, sisters that get killed on the street. Everybody's making out from it. You know what I mean? Like the news stations, you know what I mean, Fox, everybody that's reporting the protests and everything, they getting money off of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean, everybody getting t-shirts and hashtags and all that. You understand? The t-shirt dude getting money. Everybody's making out. You understand? Like that's the reality of it. You understand? But we give them strength, man. Like we give them strength when we sin, man. Like we sin and we give the Most High. We give our oppressors that strength. That keep on oppressing us. And once we understand this, man, like we can come up out of this. Like, but nobody want to listen to the, you know what I mean, Isupkbmore. Everybody wants to do their own thing. Everybody, you know what I mean. Everybody want to listen to the women, the gods of the earth. You understand? Like everybody want to give them all the glory when it comes time for any issue. When we're being destroyed by them. Let me get Romans 1:24.
This free conference call is provided by Uber Conference.
You don't got nothing else, right? Come on. That was all I said to you, right?
Romans chapter 1, verse 24. Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts.
You understand? So the Most High said, you know what? Forget it, yo. That's what y'all want to do? Forget it. That's what shit, like, you like that, you know what I mean, being unclean, going against me, and doing what I tell you not to do, then, you know what? Have at it, man. Like, y'all can have it. You understand? The Most High, He gave us up to our lust, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like that lust of our own hearts. That's what homosexuality is. It's just a lust. You want to do that because it's something different. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to be like, it's like homosexuality is so big that it's being pushed upon you want to do that, man. Because like my son, you know what I'm saying? Like you want to be like, it's like homosexuality is so big that every once in a while it's being pushed upon you want to do that because like my son, you know what I'm saying? Like you want to be like, it's called like homosexuality is so big like that. And once I saw that, it's being pushed upon like you want to do that because like my son, like so you want to be like, it's like homosexuality is so big like that. And once I saw that, Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Testing. Shalom.
Say something.
Shalom, Miss.
Shalom. Testing. Shalom. Go ahead with your class.
Romans chapter 1, verse 24.
Shalom.
Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts.
God gave them up to uncleanness. You understand? Like he gave us up to that. You know what I'm saying? Up to the lust of our own hearts. You understand? We want to be disgusting homosexual. We want to go against. We want to be lesbians. You understand? He gave us up to that. Gave them up to uncleanness. You understand?
To dishonor their own bodies between themselves.
And you doing a dishonor to your body. Like you're dishonoring your own body. You understand? You're going against that. You know what I mean? Like that's not what the Most High gave us to each other for. Like He didn't give us man to be man, woman to be woman. He gave us to each other. You understand? Like you're doing a dishonor to your own body. Because like when you're homosexual, you can't. Like that's not. You're not going to be able to reproduce. You can't do anything for the world. You can't bring more life into the world. You understand? Like before you know what I mean? Before the white man decided to make up or create what's the thing? You know, when you can't do anything. You gotta put the egg in. You can't bring more life. You know what I mean? Like when women carried a baby for another woman, whatever. Surrogate mother. Before the white man decided to make surrogate mother. You understand? Like you can't before it was created the way so you can just go to a building and be like I want that baby right there. Or I want my baby to have this type of head and all this, whatever, you know what I mean? Two women can go there together now, which is disgusting. Two men can go there, which is disgusting, raise that child under, you know what I mean, that homosexual, that way, that disgusting virgin culture, you understand? This type of thing, that's what the real two women can go there together, like, go there, two men can go there,
Who changed this from God to God?
The white man, you understand? Like the white man did that. There's so many questions in here that you can just say the white man. You can just raise your hand. Pick me. The white man. The white man did that. You understand? Like they did everything that the Most High doesn't like. They did damn near everything, man. Like who changed the truth of God into a lie, man? They the ones that said, look, the white man. The white man did that. Homosexuality, like they did everything. Let's make it legal. Like, so where though everybody can walk around, where the white man, like where man can walk around with man, woman can walk around with woman, and they can be together, and they can be good. Homosexuality, they did everything. Let's make it legal. So where everybody can understand, like you worshiping the creature, like the white man is the creature. You understand, like that's like you worshiping the creature more than the creator. Like everything that you know what I mean. Like we worship everything. We worship the sun. We worship the moon. Like you understand, like we worship all these things. We worship trees. You understand? We got stories about like that's like you worship in the grass and everything, and how we need to honor it and give it all. Like you know what I mean? Give it everything. But we don't give that to the Most High. You understand? You're like we worship all these things. We got stories about worship the rock in the grass. See the bullshit, man. That's the man. Dang, that's the beast. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was a homo. You understand? That's the dude we like. Yo, it's like, and I know many brothers that broke this up before. Like, that's what we see, man. Close our eyes, man. Dang, that's the beast. See the bullshit. That beast. That we see, man. Like we worship everything. Everything that the Most High, except for the Most High. Like you know how much of a dishonor that is, man. Like you give all your honor. You worship and you serve. Like we worship everything. That's what you know what I mean. Everything. Go ahead. Except for the Most High. Like you know how much of a dishonor that is, man. Like
This cause God gave them up unto God gave them up unto God gave them up unto
Dude, like you know what I mean, and then they gotta have a fake rod, like you know what I mean. Like it's so crazy that they want a woman that looks like a guy. Like they got like even the lesbians try to look like dudes. Like they be trying to be hard. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes like when you look like you gotta think that if you see a female with another female. Sometimes you gotta think twice, like, damn, do I really want this smoke right now from Shorty? If I try to holler at Shorty, cause I know she gonna act tough. She look like she wants some smoke with it. Go ahead,
so like the scripture said, we turn the truth of God into a lie. Like if you look at most lesbians, they still like and take rod. You feel me?
Right, count on.
Like it's always a one dude that every so often.
Right.
She gets knocked down, you feel me? And she ain't telling her girlfriend. So
right. God.
So even they not, like they are confused because they live in this lie, knowing that they want the rod. You see what I'm saying?
Right. And that be the craziest part because they'll keep they mate who they claim, you know what I mean, who they love so much. They'll keep them in that confused state of living because they ain't gonna tell them. That they, you know what I mean, they want raw. They ain't gonna tell them like, you know what? Sometimes I do get the urge to ride one. You understand? They ain't gonna tell them that. They just gonna keep, like you said, they gonna secretly keep dealing with it. And I mean, and then they gonna go back to them to satisfy that lust. You understand? Like, and the thing is, in America, it's easy to confuse love with lust. Like people do it all the time. You might think you love a woman, or you might think you love a man, and it's all lust. Like you know what I mean? Like you just might be you just might be obsessed with the thought of this person. Like, but the whole time you're not in love with them. You understand? Like you just want them. You want to satisfy that lust. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 27. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burn in their lust one toward another, men with men working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was meet.
You understand? Like so, men, like you give in to your own lust. Like you don't even want the woman no more. Like you look like, yo, what the hell is that? What I need that for? You understand? Like that's where you like you feeling like it's no point for these things right here with the slits between their legs. Like you so disgusted at this point that you want to do whatever. You understand? So you like, yo, what do I need this woman for? And you giving up the natural use for the woman, and you go and deal with a man. You understand? Like how can you want another man? Like how can you like dive into the mind, which is hard as hell. But you know what I mean? I want to know what makes the man think like that. You understand? Like even if you in jail, you understand? It's disgusting but at least you can get some type of understanding. Like if you awake, you doing life or whatever, you understand? You would do your mind already done. You already, you know what I mean? You already feel like you'll do anything to survive. You know what I mean? You would do that. You just don't give a damn about life. What you need life for? You already got life in jail. At some point, I can be like, damn, it's crazy, but I can get it from your point. But if you a man on the streets where it's like we outnumbered. It's more women than men in the world. You know what I mean? Like I be seeing little gay dudes they be at the age of like 6, 7. They be getting congratulated. You see people like Alicia Keys. You know what I mean? She building up her son to be a homosexual. You got dudes like Dwayne Wade. You're building his son up to be a homosexual. You understand? Like that right there it's a hurting to our people, man. You understand? Like, how can you take that's a beautiful thing to be a man. You understand? Like, that's so powerful to be a man. And you gonna take that from a child before he even get a chance to get a taste of it. You know what I'm saying? How you gay so early? Like, did you sniff it? You know what I mean? Did you get a chance to be at it at all? Like, how you there? How you know right now that I want a boy? You understand? Go ahead.
It's like, and that makes you question, like, in the case of Dwayne Wade, you feel me? Like, for you to allow your son at the age of 12, for you to condone what's going on and him trying to change his gender and changing his name to a girl name, that makes you look at Dwayne Wade and say, man, well, how long you been gay?
Come.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how long you been gay? You got pink hair now, you feel me? Like, you've been a homosexual, a closeted homosexual the entire time.
Right.
It's like, that was it.
Man, and it's terrible because his old lady, I think she got raped or she almost got raped. It's something like that. I know I read the book and she was telling me a little bit about it. Like, but she came into contact with, you know what I mean, some type of sexual violence. And then, you know what I mean, so it kind of twerked her mind a little bit, which I guess she didn't jump all the way out there. Or maybe she did, I don't know. She do hang with a white girl. She always came off like a white girl, type of black girl to me. You know what I'm saying? So she might have been out there, jumping out there with her. But like, she get this dude, a strong brother that I thought was a strong brother, before he started dealing with her. Yo, at all the parties. You understand? You know what I mean? We shit like to eat all in the videos. He everywhere. He everywhere that a homo wanna be. You understand? Like, he everywhere with it. Showing love. And then you got your kid. Like, you gonna take that away from your son? Like, you got to grow up to be a man before you got emasculated by your woman. I'm pretty sure she run the house. She probably tell him everything to do. Everything that he doing. From the hair color. Like, everything, like, yo, she probably tell him how many reps to do when he working out. That's enough right there, man. Stop. Go make something to eat for us. Like, yo, like, that, she take all power. You can see the power being taken from this man as the years go by. Like, for you to say, don't call his daughter her. What is his daughter's name? What is it? Well, his son's name, Salaki. Zion. No, you talking to Ellen. He's talking to an oppressor, a white homosexual woman. She proud of it. She on there, she bigging him up. Like, he on there telling, yeah, you know what I mean? Because when Zion came to me, I just felt like it was a good, it was a good opportunity to talk to the world. You know what I mean? Like, yo, it's boys that look up to yo. You understand? Like, yo, come on, man. Like, yo, it's video games with you on the video game. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's terrible, man. Like, this is who our kids gotta look up to now, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, ISUPK, we not on the big screen. You know what I mean? We not at the bars. You understand? Like, you ain't gonna see us out everywhere. We ain't on no commercials. They don't got us to look up to. You know what I mean? The world don't got us to look up to when, you know what I mean, when our children are a part of it. Our children are part of this. They already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
The chick Ellen was raped by a stepfather, actually.
Yeah, you know what? That's happy that you brought it, because as soon as I said her name, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do some research on it. Yo, that's crazy. She was raped by her stepfather. Man, that's crazy, man. Like, white America is disgusting itself, man. The culture itself. I was just watching this Netflix like a documentary little docu-series. Yo, the set is heavy, because when you watch it, it shows you how evil America. It gives you a glimpse on what exactly a rich white person supposed to do as a white person, I guess. It's called what is it called? Something accurate. So hold on, let me get that for you, because it's something that I feel like everybody should watch so you can see, because the dude, it's like it was so evil, but to watch it, like you'll see that he's not the only one. Like he not the only one that does the things that he do. Like I'm talking about, this dude got high people. Like he got people. He got who was his people? His friends. Bill Clinton. Jerry Weinstein. Like these are the people that he hang out. Jeffrey Epstein. Get a chance, please watch that. Jeffrey Epstein. This dude molested more women. Like he took advantage, like, and I'm talking about when I say he molested, like this dude was getting women at the age of like 12, 13. He old as hell. This dude, like, I mean, from the start of the show, this dude had gray hair. So I don't know how old he was when he was taking chicks, you know what I'm saying? He like Bob Barker. He been old from the jump. Like, yo, was doing this for so long, and the thing is, he got a lineup. Like, he had a lineup the way as though it's like, you know how they do the investigation, they got the head dude at the top, and they build a chart, they just build a case from going down, this person connected to it, this person connected to him. That's how his was with a bunch of little girls. Like, he would get one girl to come in, hey, I just need you to massage me. Once he saw massaging him, you'll flip over, you know what I'm saying, and get the hit. He had a white chick with him, whose father was a billionaire. Yo died, Shorty was distraught. He became friends with her. She was recruiting women for him. They getting a bunch of young girls having sex with him. Like, and that's American culture, man. Like, yo, please, if y'all get a chance, check that out. Jeffrey Epstein. Y'all get a chance, you know what I mean? Check it out, man. It's definitely something to watch. And like the whole time I'm watching, I'm just like, damn, yo, this is really American culture. He close friends with Donald Trump. That's your man. Donald Trump, Harvey Weinstein, Bill Clinton, and is a bunch of other rich dudes that I don't really know too much about, but they millionaires and billionaires. And this dude, like, and he got his come up from lying, saying he went to a school that he didn't really go to, and he still got to come up. You know what I mean? Like, and it just like you know what I mean? What's his name? Trump. He is a wonderful example of white America. He's an example of America, period. You understand? Like, so, you know what I mean? Like, that right there is just showing you how, like, America was built on this. Like, they was built on just taking advantage of people that need help. Every time, like, you took advantage of girls that was hurt, that was down bad, that needed something, you know what I'm saying? Let me jump back into this. Wow, I appreciate it. Let me get if I could, let me get 1 Timothy 1 and 10.
Keep that phone. I got it.
Sorry, sir. 1 Timothy 1 and
1 and 10.
1 Timothy chapter 1 verse 10. For whoremongers.
Like, now we gotta understand what that whoremonger is. I don't know if everybody understand like what that is. You understand? I know you probably know the war. You be on top.
It's a person who deals with prostitutes.
But even still, even though you're dealing with prostitutes, but you also somebody that you having sex with you just having sex with women, and you just, you know what I mean, you getting rid of, you being done away with. You understand? You know what I mean? Go ahead.
For them that defile themselves with mankind.
For them that defile themselves with mankind. Like, you know what I mean? A woman don't defile herself with mankind. Unless, you know what I mean, she's committing adultery. You understand? But a woman, like, this is not a rule for a woman. You understand? There's no rules in the Bible for men having sex with men. Because the Most High don't allow that. Like, he doesn't allow homosexuality. There's no laws that say, all right, look, check this out. When you got a man, as a man, don't be with another man that, you know what I mean, that know that man, or has the same color as that man. If he got red hair, don't be with another man with red hair. Like, you know what I mean? It's no laws that say anything about dealing with another man. Because the Most High doesn't deal with none of that. You understand? It's an abomination. Go ahead.
For men stealers, for liars, for perjured persons, and if there be any other thing that is contrary to sound doctrine.
You understand? Like, yo, you shouldn't deal with anything, like, sound doctrine is anything that's, you know what I mean, that you know to be wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's sound doctrine. It's pretty much, mankind should not live with mankind. That's sound doctrine right there. Like, don't go against that. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Like, these are the things that help govern us, man. Like, we shouldn't be like a filthy, disgusting American. Don't be an American, man. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be an American. Being an American means death for you. You understand? Everybody that then died was an American. Like, all these brothers that then died on the streets of America were Americans. And they stood by that. You understand? We can drop that. Let me get I want to go ahead. Let me get Isaiah 5:20. You understand?
Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good.
Man, woe unto them that call evil good. You understand? Woe unto them. You understand? Like, that call evil good. That say that you have the right to choose. You understand? It's your choice. It's your body. You understand? You can choose. You understand? That's what the white man tells us. You can choose. You get his women out there to fight for it. They paid women to fight for it. They paid Roe, what's that, Jane versus Roe. They paid her to say, you know what I mean, that, hey, you have a choice. You have a choice in who, you know what I mean, if you want to have an abortion. It's your body. Woe unto them that call evil good. Go ahead.
And good evil.
And good evil, man. And good evil. Hey, look. Don't judge them because they in love with each other. Don't judge that man because he want to be with that man. Don't judge that woman because she want to be with that woman. Who are you? Who are you to tell them that they can't be with each other? You just got like you will turn you. Who are you? You ain't God. You understand? And if God was here, he would tell you, mind your damn business. You know what I mean? Like, you get all that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, who are you to say that if this man falls in love with this man, that he can't be with that man? Who are you to tell this woman that she can't be with her? Who are you to tell them that they can't raise kids together? As you know, man, same-sex parents can't raise kids together, man. Who, you know what I mean? Who are you? They can raise them and raise good kids and send them off to college, and you know what I mean? They be good, obedient Americans. You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you? Like, you can't tell them they can't do that. Like, you ain't nobody. You just, you know what I mean? You out here trying to make it just like me. Come on, man, you can't do that. The white man said we can do it. You understand? Go ahead.
That put darkness for light.
That put darkness for light. You understand? That's the darkness, man. You can't see nothing. Like, that's the dark. He putting the darkness for light, man. Like, everything that we shouldn't do is legal to do. But of course, if they say it's illegal, we can't do it. You understand? We got to go off of their rules, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And light for darkness.
Go ahead.
That put bitter for sweet.
Put bitter for sweet. Go ahead. And
sweet for bitter.
You understand? And you put look, you put the bitter for the sweet. You put the bitter for the sweet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, it shouldn't be good in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should say, you know what I mean? Same-sex marriage is okay. You just, nah, man. And like, it don't feel right. It shouldn't feel right coming out of your mouth. You understand? But they put the sweet for the bitter. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the truth is bitter. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't, like, that's what's strong. Like, you know what I mean? It's not easy to take in the truth. Because it's strong. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. You know what I mean? But that's the truth. Like, that's what's going to keep us alive. That's what's going to keep us from being the next murdered black man or black woman in the streets. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they knocking out the police. And these are brothers. This brother knocked out the woman in the streets. You saw it?
Come.
Man, this dude, he knocked it from the back. Yo gave her a cheap shot from the back. She swearing she hitting this white man. You know what I'm saying? He could not take that. No, you ain't gonna hit Master like that. You ain't gonna hit him. And, you know what I mean? Straight decker from the back, man. Like, yo, come on, man. It's disgusting, man. Like, it hurts us as a people. And we're gonna die from that, man. You understand? We're gonna die trying to fight for America. Like, America, you know what I mean? It's not our fight, man. Let it burn, man. Let it burn. Like, they trying to open up the cities when we over 2 million. We got over 2 million deaths now from the coronavirus. They still trying to open it up.
110,000.
110,000?
As a nation, that's a million.
We suppress.
I think that's what you're talking
In the United States.
Come on. Come on. The water. Yeah. We got like the and they trying to slowly open it up. Like, we got more that, like, it's more. They say that a lot of the numbers went up after, like, the protests and everything. Everybody getting together. You know what I mean? And they say, it came together after the protest. Like, it got higher and higher. We got, you know what I mean? We gotta watch out for it, because we out here, we keep trying to step in the Most High fire. Like, he trying to destroy, he trying to take out these heathens, man. And we keep getting in the goddamn way. Keep stepping up there. Go ahead, man.
Give you the actual numbers here. Confirmed 2.06 million infected.
2.6. Come on now. 2.6. Like, that's how many infected. How many died, son?
Deaths. 115,000 deaths attributed to COVID-19. 619,000 recovered that they know of.
600. You just said 100,000. Over 100,000. 600. You know how small a number is? Like, God. And we still out here, you know, man. We still out here want to go against God. We still out here thinking that the white man got the answer. That, you know what I mean, he got the answer, that he's going to save us. And at some point, we got to, you know what I mean, do what the white man said. That law right there, we got to follow that law. Make sure we stay 6 feet away from each other. Because the white man put that law out there. You understand? That's the laws that we got. But we don't follow the laws to not lay with mankind. the way that we should lie with womankind. You understand? We don't keep them laws, but we gonna make sure we stand 6 feet away from each other, man. Like, you know, it's like that's how much we give the white man, and the scriptures say that the white man said he want to put himself above the nation. Like, he want to put himself above us, above the stars. He want to be looked at like God. He want to put himself above. He above us. He did that part. That's off the checklist right there. He done already put himself above us, man, because we listen to him. We fighting we knocking each other. We knocking out our women for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where we at. Like, we knocking out our women for him. He already above us, man. He already exalted himself above us. That's what he did there. He marked that off. What's next? He already God. Yeah, he already God to us, man. He did everything that he said he wanted to do. He did it. Like, we don't keep no high holy days. We don't keep high holy days. But we keep holy holidays. We keep holidays. You know what I'm saying? Derived from high holy days. We keep them. You know what I'm saying? We do that. But we don't keep no high holy days. We make sure that we set aside. We make sure we get our flights booked. We make sure the family come around. We make sure we got enough food, everything for these holidays, man. 4th of July, man. Watch how many coons you see out there, man. How many brothers and sisters with hashtags on their Instagram saying, yeah, come on over, we cooking for, 4th of July, let's do it up, let's do it real big for George Floyd. You understand? Watch how much you see that. You know what I'm saying? That's how much we want to include the death of this brother in the fight of America when we were still slaves, when America was celebrated. That's how, that's how corny we became, man. Like, we need to get back into this Bible, man. Like, you want to be a warrior. You know what I mean? You want to be a sister that do something for your people. You understand? Don't keep setting up protests and thinking you're doing something. Because it's been protests set up way before us. Way before us. That done nothing for us. It's been so many protests that have been set up. And what good have they done? Not a goddamn thing, man. We still out here dying on the street, man. Let's give the Bible a try. Like, let's try that. Who tried the Bible? And I ain't talking about that white man worshiping garbage that's in the Christian church or the Baptist church or the Jehovah's Witness that don't believe in the goddamn thing. I don't know who they serve. You know what I'm saying? What is the Pentecostal? Like, what do it do? What do it do, man? I mean, none of that's done nothing. So once you try actually doing the Bible, you can't put it down and be like, yo, it don't work, man. All this Jesus talk and all that, it don't work, man. It just don't work. That's because you've been doing it wrong all this time, man. Like, you've been doing it wrong. Like we got it. Isupkbmore, we got it. We got the right way for you to do it. All you gotta do is do it. You just gotta come in here, learn, come into these classes, man. Ask your questions, man. If you feel like, think about what part of the Bible you've been doing wrong. Think about that. Like, think about, you know what I mean? Like, when we supposed to do sing songs, what the hell is that in the Bible? Like, where is that we supposed to sing the songs and put your hands together and clap? You know what I mean? And keep saying, you know what I mean? This day that Jesus made, however some of them songs go. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we've been living off of, I know for the most part, I've been living off of, when I was young, what's the Silly? What's her name? What's the movie? Whoopi Goldberg. Sister Act. That's what I've been going on. I used to sing the song and thinking that, you know what I mean, I was saved. Just singing. You understand? You understand? That's what we at with it though. But coming to the Isupkbmore, man. Come here and we're gonna teach you how to be soldiers for the Most. We're gonna teach you how to get some power we fight behind your prayers. We praying, we out here keep praying We keep praying for the family of people and all that. We keep making a big statement for George Floyd when you got brothers and sisters out here getting shot and killed all the time, every day, and nobody's singing for their parents. Like all their parents is suffering and they crying alone, man. Like nobody, like they're not getting no justice. You understand? Like everybody deserves justice. Like that's fair. Everybody deserves justice. You understand? Like of course it's terrible what happened to George Floyd. And we need to get out here and we need to make noise and make something happen. But the thing is we gotta make noise for everybody. Every time something happens. Not because it's your cousin that might have killed somebody. Or you know what I mean, your cousin that might have that knocked somebody down or hurt somebody or put, you know what I mean, gave somebody a setback, put somebody in the hospital. Nah, man. We need to ride for each other, man. And get away from the white America, man. You know what I mean? Like, because they just want us to be homosexuals anyway. They want us to be homosexuals and color-toting clowns, and they want us behind the bars, man. And that's what we came to. You understand? But with that, I'm gonna pass the class over to Officer 5000, Kawan Palak, you know what I'm saying? And Shalom, Israel, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I see y'all in these classes. Shalom. It's all real quick.
Wow. All right. What Officer Al-Azhar said is very powerful and very true. We don't need to march. We don't need to vote. We need a parting of ways. You can't march and vote with the people who benefit from the barbarism that is done to you. If you have a BLM or a Black Lives Matters movement that is controlled and ran by white people, they're going to run it according to their agenda. So still, you're living under and by the rules created by white supremacy. They're still running our lives, whether we think it's right or whether we don't think it's right. Look, when you have a movement that is ran by the people who benefit from your actual enslavement, barbarism, your murder, your pain, your hurt. Look, our children out here dying, man. They're out here selling weed. They're out here shooting each other and murdering each other, doing all kinds of wicked things to each other, man. And it all stems from back in the 60s, the infiltration of black neighborhoods from the Federal Bureau of Investigations. All of this data has been declassified and it's out there, how they infiltrated gangs in LA and all the way up to the East Coast, and how they destroyed our ability to come together, man. Gangs were created to help protect black neighborhoods against the white violent Ku Klux Klan and skinheads that were coming down and lynching and murdering black people, man. But they turned it and twisted it so that we kill and murder each other for dime bags of weed and dime bags of antennas and all the dumb, disgusting nonsense that they want to push into our heads, man. If we really tired of oppression, we will separate ourselves from their society, man. And that's what the Isupkbmore and General Hunter has been teaching since 1969. That's what this brother Al-Azhar has been teaching all afternoon for you to understand. We cannot enter into a rainbow coalition to help us get out of the oppression. We cannot deal with the people that benefit from our oppression and think that they're going to get us out of that oppression. That's ridiculous. They're going to put us further into the oppression. We must stop being brainwashed and used by the society. This movement with George Floyd is not different. It's not different. In any way, it's not special. It's the same exact thing that's been happening over the course of 4 centuries, man. 4 centuries of oppression, of terrorism, and of murder. And when we're tired of it, we'll stop entering into the society of our goddamn enemies, man. Because they have done a incredible job of dissecting us mentally, spiritually, physically. This is a spiritual problem. The white man has destroyed our social cohesiveness, our ability to come together. This is a spiritual problem that we have to deal with on a spiritual level. We have to go to a spiritual man that is able to intrigue the Most High God. There is but one that has that authority, and that's Commanding General Yohana, who leads the ISUPK, man. And with that, security announcements, we are the ISUPK out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After 6 months period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. All of this is in righteousness and according to the Bible, man. Black people in America are broken. Black people around the world are broken. So we must listen to and adhere to the orders of a brother who is unbroken. And there is but one, Commanding General Yohana. If we know that our mental, spiritual, and physical mentality has been compromised, we must be able to trust one black man. We can't trust the oppressor. And with these simple rules, we can understand how much Commanding General Yohana loves black people. And I will continue. I quote, "Tithes, which is a commandment." You can find this in Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means 10th in the Hebrew, and it's pronounced Ma'asherah, 10% of every penny of every increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or Teacher Priest Fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Congregation, remind Achium and Akwafium to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headband, or scarf. All of this is in the righteousness of the Lord. All of this is to break you down as a slave and to build you up as a free man, as the leaders of the earth. The Most High, Christ, and Commanding General Yohana has deemed it so. And with that, one courtesy salute to the teacher men of Israel. I Majim Shabbat. I Majim Brak. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat. Yazim Class dismissed.